Tommy, it's been a long time now, I guess, since you first picked up that bit of paper. Is it exciting for you personally to finally get to this point?
Well, a long time. That's a little bit of perspective. It's been about 10, 11 months, so might feel like a long time in the media, but it's certainly gone very quick to us. It's incredibly exciting, and we can't wait to get these first games under our belt.
Thursday night, can it come soon enough now, I guess? Like it's 3 days away?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know all the players and staff are really looking forward to this one. Obviously, the Throwdown is going to be the first time playing here in Melbourne, in Victoria. So everyone's super excited about that. But of course, being a new club, we've got a lot of focus to that next week as well. First ever home game on October 13th.
Has it been a challenge, to really make your mark in the Melbourne scene, given footy finals and all the rest of it? Or are you expecting, I guess, a sort of a sharp incline sort of from here now that you can sort of get a bit of clean air?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every sporting club in Melbourne understands how it works around AFL finals footy season. So I think the NBL as a whole and both clubs, Phoenix and United, have sort of learnt that lesson. Even though we're new, you sort of learn from others' results that it is that steep incline now that you've got the clear air and you start to make a little bit of noise coming into this Throwdown, which everyone's looking forward to.
Have you felt the community getting behind this club? You had the members' night last week, which was pretty cool, and then the numbers seem to be growing. Have you really felt the sort of wave building behind the club now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that part of this has been undeniable. The community support from these basketball associations out here in the southeast has been just incredible. The way they're getting behind our advertising, showing up to our events. That members' night, we had near sort of 500 people show up to that on a Tuesday night here at the State Basketball Centre. The interest is there. I think everyone really is sort of waiting for that first home game to have a look at the entertainment package that we put on, and I can absolutely assure them that we're going to go big, especially for that first one. So make sure everyone's out there getting their tickets to that October 13th game.
Do you think?
Sorry, you go now.
That's okay. Given the World Cup really sort of caught a lot of people's attention, perhaps not even the regular basketball fan, do you think that it's something that you really need to sort of harness? It's a really great time to be starting a new club in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think across the board, I mean, definitely the Boomers have been a big part of that. I think the Australians that we have representing the sport in the NBA, I think we're up to sort of 15 or so guys participating in the NBA now. Most of them do a really good job of sort of pumping up the league when the season comes around. So I think, those two things, and you start talking about the participation numbers of the sport and the direction that's going, the media coverage that's starting to come, and I guess the sort of building of supporter bases, viewership numbers, audiences across the league. I think it all sort of dovetails into one another, and it really is sort of becoming a bit of a perfect storm for basketball at the moment.
What do you expect a Melbourne rivalry to do in that aspect and for the profile of the sport, I guess?
Look, I think it'll be fantastic. I've been a part of a couple of them myself. I think I played in the last one, actually, Melbourne Tigers versus the South Dragons. So, you know what it can bring to the sport. Even as a child growing up, following the sport, the Tigers Magic days that everyone refers to, I think that this absolutely has the ability to catch on to the level that those games did. I really don't think anything needs to be done to sort of spark the rivalry between these two clubs. I think that on Thursday night, everyone will see what the rivalry is about.
What were your stats in that last game?
Don't worry about stats, man. I was a team guy. I was a culture guy. I was one of the glue guys. So I'll let you guys do your own research for the stats.
There's no denying that people like winners. I mean, do you feel like you're going to be able to deliver a pretty solid season? What are your aspirations, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people, definitely get behind teams that win. I think we've got a really competitive list of guys together, especially for a first season. Our eyes really are focused on a build. We're not planning on being here for a year or two. We're planning on being around for a good while, and that's why really all of our focus over this last 12 months has been about making sure we recruit players with the right culture, recruit staff with the right culture, and build on it from there. But in terms of competitiveness on the floor, I don't think that's going to be a problem even right from the word go.